Thank you. Hi everyone, how are you doing? Now is a little bit breaking and the stomach is almost full and there is a space here like for pizza, right? Thank you for inviting me. First of all, I'm super excited being here and speaking next to you. Behind the scene, can you see me, right? Okay, very cool. Let me introduce myself. My name is Bobur, or you can call me shortly Bob. If you cannot pronounce my name, Bobur is a little bit difficult, Bob. Or let's even shorter one, BI. It's an abbreviation for Bobur International. Because of my skills, I can keep in touch with any person and I can find a common language with anyone from different countries. That's my kind of people talks about me. I'm a founder of two startups like Content Buy and Detox, also ex-Microsoft. I work together with Kirill. Then ma elan Tallinnas, ma õpin eesti keelt, learning Estonian. I've been living in Tallinn over 8 years. I'm happy to be here, super excited to being here. And everybody has a story, right? Everybody who's here has a little story. My little story here to explain you why I'm the right person to talk about this topic. I'm not an HR person. I don't have experience in the recruitment because I'm a software engineer in the past. Still, I'm doing a lot of software engineering, but I would like to talk about my experience, why I think taking home an assignment is not a good approach for companies, for individuals as well. Then we will try to find out other better alternatives together with you all. If you find any mistakes in my speech or misunderstanding of the concepts, because I usually do a very deep dive technical speech. This is my first time I'm doing non-technical speech. So there are some facts I listed here. First of all, let's switch back our attention to the past. In 2020, I was actively looking for jobs, especially in big IT companies like FANG companies, Facebook, Amazon, and Google. I applied for Google. I failed from the interview process, but simultaneously I got 2 offers from Amazon and Microsoft at the same time. One Amazon office in Vancouver and Tallinn, Microsoft Development Center, Estonia. And because I like to live in Tallinn, I decided I will stay here because this is my place. Then I joined at Microsoft as a software engineer and then switched to developer advocacy, helping the Microsoft to reach 2 million developers in Central Eastern Europe, including Tallinn, Estonia. And at the same time, I participated in some interviews, over 200 interviews in Microsoft, outside of Microsoft, as a candidate and also as an interviewer. And another fact, 99% of the companies accept the fact that I usually don't get any home tasks. And they allowed me to go through the other steps. They did an exception for me. This is why you should listen to me, because the home task is not good approach anymore. And I feel it, in 90% of the interviews where they gave me home tasks. I failed, literally. When I had enough skills, I was pretty sure that I will be a successful candidate, I will get this job. And they also know that I am the best candidate in their list. But unfortunately, I couldn't make a home task well. Then one of the companies, I was successful and I was hired. We call it the Wirecard in Germany. Why I'm talking about this company, they got bankrupt after 8 months of working. This is the biggest scandal in Europe. You can read and you can watch this story, real story on Netflix about Wirecard scandal, what happened, why CEO of the Wirecard was disappeared with 5 billion euro. And this is how I lost my job. I came back to the Tallinn from Germany. This is a little kind of story. Then let's think about now why we usually go and take a home task to get a job, right? Why we go to the interview to get a job. So my question to everyone here: what is the best way to get a job? Can someone give input?
To implement some job, I don't know. With referral.
With referral, okay, very nice. And you?
To know someone at the company.
Yes, yeah, good one. And you, Muhammad? Yes, okay, yeah, very close. Some people also think about I need some additional skills, which is high demand in the market. If I learn AI, I will get hired, right?
To become an entrepreneur.
Oh, yes. And some people think also to become freelancer. Freelancer, as a contractor, I can register my company as a self-employed, and I can do some contract work for Upwork or freelance.com. And as my friends guessed it correctly, easiest the way is using your network, because networking is very powerful. I will bring a couple of facts why networking is powerful. It's about building a relationship, trust, and showing the companies that you will be helpful, you can bring the value in the context of a company product. And usually, you know, many great opportunities comes from the network who you know, rather than you do very beautiful CV or resume. Because companies usually, they hide or they don't publicly announce their roles. Here's the statistics. What the statistics says in 2024, 85% of the job vacancies usually secured via networking. Via people you know, or people, maybe your ex-colleague referred to you, another company, and because a company already focuses their main checking point, not for testing you technically, more about, okay, you see you have a reputation, because your colleague has given you, they have a trust in you, and then they will not gonna also do cultural fit test. This additional test will be skipped automatically if you have a network. You know, in Australia and New Zealand, before you apply for a job, it's very important to submit first referrals, 2 referrals at least. Have you ever tried to submit on Australia or New Zealand? Anyone? Okay. If you check the internet, I believe you need to get 2 referrals. It helps Australian companies decide if you want to get a job. This is very important. Then, you know, why networking works, because I said a warm introduction is really important. One of your ex-colleague or current person refers you. It helps you, the company, understand what you did in the past, and you can skip a cumbersome interview process. And as I said before, there are always hidden opportunities. You can't see on LinkedIn. You don't see it like on somewhere else. But they reach out to you directly. Hey, we have open vacancies. We can close a vacancy as soon as possible if you want to work with us. This is a kind of a nice networking. And then another question comes. Let me ask one question. Is there anyone here who is working at the current job and they got a job via networking? Yes, you see, almost like many people, including myself. Like, for example, I got a job thanks to Kirill at Microsoft. Because, okay. I'm just joking, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, networking is important, I understood, right? And how to build this networking? Another question. My approach is via personal branding. I'm speaking to you in the Dev Club. I'm building my personal brand. You know me, and you believe my expertise. I know AI. I'm talking to some interview process, and I'm building trust between you. And the next time, if you are a founder or a startup, a director, or maybe director of the company, if I lose my job, I can come to you, for example, can you hire me? And you know, I know Bobur because he was talking all the time at the meetups, and I had the chance to meet him in person. Events is very important. That's why I highly motivate. Everyone can speak. It's not a difficult task. You can go to speak. If you don't want to be speaker, you can just do networking. Ask people questions. Who are you? Like, what is your job? What are you working on? One example I will bring, for example, from LinkedIn. It's another powerful tool, building connections. You have more followers, you have more jobs. If you have more than 2K followers, you have a high chance to get a job. Why? Because it happened for me. I'm bringing another Microsoft example, but we can cut if it's possible. Another example happened, but it's a more legal one. In Germany, one of the Microsoft Cloud Architect Group Manager, he reached out to me on LinkedIn because I'm Microsoft MVP and I'm doing a lot of posts every day about Azure, AI, everything in Microsoft. And then he told me, Bobur, like, if you want to come, please apply for this role. We have a solution engineer role at Microsoft in the Munich office. Will reduce 2 interviews from you. We will have only 2 interviews out of 4 stage interviews, because we believe that you worked at Microsoft, you have these skills, you are a Microsoft MVP. Technically, we can skip this part, but we will have a little more direct questions interviews, and the 2 interviews will be passed. This is one example, right? And then past colleagues, maintaining a relationship with past colleagues is important. It's not like you left the company, bye-bye. I don't know you, and I'm not gonna work anymore with you. Just make a connection, become friends, exchange with Facebook, LinkedIn. And another question comes, I actually asked the ex-colleague we are coming also, some of you from the ex-colleagues. And open source, last one, important for not like professionals, but who is studying at universities. I always recommend to students, hey, if you are second course, third course, start to contribute to open source project. Myself, I started with open source projects like under Apache Software Foundation. Because why? You will have, you don't have to go through the interviews. They will just hire you, and you are becoming contributor. You just start to know how to code, how to contribute to open source projects. You have a chance to talk to people. And I know 80% of people from my network who contributed at the university time to the open source project, they're still contributing now, and they're getting paid. Because usually open source project backed by one company, one big or small company, and now they're continuing their career. And 20% of them, what happened with them, They become startuppers. They build from open source startup. Open source is really important project, and one question comes always for early career starters when they apply for a job. Do you have experience? Yeah, I studied at university, I don't have experience. But if you show I contribute to this project, I have 2 years experience, and this is my skills, and you have enough skills already. Let's say if you contribute to Apache Kafka project, it's very well known, and you have a reputation. This is open source way I really like. You have more connections in life. Even you will find more common habits, also some experience. So another example to build a networking, on LinkedIn, I using some tools, fancy tools. For example, I use this tool called DEVCLUB.EE. Anyone knows DEVCLUB.EE? Anyone marketing, sales? No? DEVCLUB.EE is nice tool. Usually marketers they use to target a specific segment of people on LinkedIn to sell something. Very common. It's not it's a free tool, but a paid tool I usually use to automate the connection process with other people to increase my followers on LinkedIn. I have not much of followers, I have just 5K followers. But I usually use to target like specific persona. For example, Microsoft MVP. That's a campaign example I did with Microsoft MVPs because I want to know what projects they're working on, MVPs, and I can connect with them. I can say, hey, and this automation allows you like others' posts automatically, or you can endorse the skills. Even you don't have to send a request, friendship request. After you endorse their skills, they will write to you. 80% of them probably they wrote to me directly. Thanks for endorsing my skills, Bobur. Let's connect. Like I like you. Yeah, this is like how marketing campaigns work in DEVCLUB.EE. You can have a look. Free to start tool. I'm not trying to sell it because I'm not working for DEVCLUB.EE. I'm also still paying. So it is about networking, right? Once we understand networking, but let's come back to the main topic: why we should take a home task. Assuming that networking didn't work well. So you ended up with taking interview process. So think about like why companies should, why they want to have a home task, give you a home task, and what they want to evaluate, first of all. Not only, yes, technical skills, right? What else from the audience? Let's see. What else they want to evaluate? Oh, yes. Velocity?
Yeah, but if you send it tomorrow, then
yeah, exactly. Velocity is important also. Yep. And personality, yes. I saw the coding, personality, I guess I can understand too.
You're okay with suffering.
Yeah. This is actually very good for work ethic test for probably. Is it right? Work ethic test category, right? What you said. Three I just highlighted, but maybe more. First of all, a commitment, like if you are ready to do any job extra outside of your working hours. Because they usually give, it takes 2 hours only, just do it. But you have also work. At the same time, you are finding another job, or maybe you don't have a work, you have family, you have other things, or you can spend this time to learn something at least. And second one is problem solving, because they want to understand how you solve, how you approach the problem step by step, how you are ready to dive down into rabbit hole to solve this problem. Solving approach they want to understand. And the last one, as my friend mentioned, if you are ready to go beyond their expectation, if they want to test if you are the best candidate by making the task fast with high quality, right? These are three concepts why they want. But now think about problems with these test assignments. What are the problems I think exists nowadays and it's not efficient way? First of all is timing, velocity, we have already discussed it, at least people say it's 2 hours, not enough feedback loop after submission. Third one, do not reflect real world software development, because you do the work in isolation. The last one, free, from engineers I talked to, they feels like free labor for the company. Why they should do the home task for free? And let's go one by one, each category, and discuss together. Sorry, you're, okay. If you can take a picture, I can wait. Unrealistic time commitment, right? Tasks often takes more than 2 hours, believe me, more than 2 hours, because not enough expectation, not enough requirements they give. They think, okay, this is a requirement, a little small requirement, we want from you more. And then if you cannot bring your more, if some other candidate brings more, he will be fired, or maybe the other options. Because, think about two types of engineers. One engineer, he knows how to do a given home task because maybe he did in the past the same project. Or maybe he has more experiences than others. He can do maybe within this time of period, like 2 hours, he can finish. Fast and with high quality. But there are also other candidates, second type of candidates. They didn't complete similar tasks before. They have maybe now not enough experience, but they are eager to learn new experience. And then they might spend not 2 hours, 10 hours. But then they can do the same quality as the first candidate. Now, how you evaluate? It's because for me, first of all, I could take a second person compared to the first person, because first person is very experienced, he can ask more money. And I can take the second one and help to improve his skills. And as you can see, a lot of unrealistic time commitment for also not candidates, interviewers. So, okay, I submitted my home task, and interviewer is reviewing. Interviewer should also spend a lot of time, more than 2 hours at least. Deep dive the coding, maybe ugly code somewhere and they say, please create a REST API with end-to-end scenario that connects to database, do some CRUD operation. Everything starts from this. And CRUD operation ends up with startup project. Yeah, it's all about the quality, comes with time. If I have enough time, I can bring a lot of quality best projects. So first we understand timing. Second is, it ignores real-world teamwork. Usually, real-world software development done with the team. We exchange the knowledge, we share experience, we collaborate with the team, we get the feedback, and we improve the existing solution together. But these home tasks introducing artificial scenario where you done everything alone. You cannot ask the interviewer by calling for, hey, I got stuck here, can you help? Or you cannot, if you email, nobody responds, believe me. Nobody wants to. And then they say, okay, sorry, you couldn't make it, and so on. Because it is missing development, teamwork. It's time consuming. The next one in my list is, again, follow up the second one. Third one is feedback loop. I spent 3 or 4 hours. Actually, I did a lot of home tasks. That's my pain point. You can open my GitHub repository. I have more than 20 home tasks. I usually publicly announce everything to help other candidates. This is my solution. I take it. I did for Revolut. I did for Manis in Estonian. They didn't accept my home task. There are a lot of examples actually from well-known companies you can find on my GitHub. I can send you. And candidates, I did the home task, and then I receive default message. Sorry, I decided to go with another candidate. That is the best time. Try to come next time. Try to apply next time, or we will keep your profile for the open positions. But why? Why I spend 3 hours, and then I'm getting this only small feedback? Okay, I accept the fact I failed, but give me please some input. Why I failed? What I can improve? What exactly in my code was a mistake? Because now I know the policies in companies, even they want to, because of some reasons, I don't know why the reasons, they cannot provide feedback, detailed feedback in a tool. If they cannot provide, they shouldn't give a home task. If they are ready to provide, please go ahead with home task. This is like a balance. And for me, actually this part is I like, because the reason why I became also a consultant, because of this reason. Usually companies gave home task to run some marketing campaigns, believe me. Because think about startup projects. They cannot find a market fit, and they have a bunch of candidates who can give them idea, use cases. And they can sell these use cases in the internet. I know, this is a real story. Just look at the internet. There are a lot of stories such that nowadays happening. Marketing people, they are getting use cases, and they are publishing. They are publishing GitHub examples from the candidates. They say, hey, you failed, but we have GitHub examples for the company. This is why like time consuming, and why I see free, like if it's paid, I put more effort, my motivation increases because I get paid anyway, and they're using for marketing. Please use it, like because I am paid, I can do the best marketing, the approach, solution for you. And for me personally, as I said, my time is valuable. I don't want to spend my time, as you mentioned earlier, as we understood, it's not reflecting real world development. There are better alternatives. That's a better alternative. In the next few slides, we will discuss what we can replace completely the home task with something else. What's my approach to say no to the HR? And in the first call, HR comes to the meeting and they say, hey, Bobur, like, can you tell me yourself? And then at the end, let me introduce you, let me talk about like steps. You will have my interview with me. Next day, you will take home task. You will go home, you do home task, and then you will go this next day if you like it. And I said, stop here. Usually, I don't take a home task. If you're ready to make exception, I can continue. Otherwise, not. And do you know why? Reason she says no. I wrote a blog post. Read it. This is my blog post. This is my speech. I talk. It's not even beneficial for the company. He understands. Yeah, yes, maybe you are right. I will go talk to hiring manager, and we will decide what to do. And I say at the end, if it is mandatory to get this home task, I'm okay. I will get this home task if you pay me. If you pay me, I will do the best home task ever. If I cannot make the best, I'm not hired. I can accept, but you should pay for me. And if you're, because I say follow up to also push HR, so she thinks maybe I'm the wrong person. Because my job, my goal is not only getting your job. My goal to understand if I can bring the value to the company. If I'm paid, I will do my all laugh. I will put here. Yeah, I will bring the value. If I cannot bring, we can say goodbye to each other. This is the best way to motivate the HRs. And now, are you really submit another interview? Home task again after my motivational speech? Is there anyone actually interviewing, looking for a job? No? Nobody? You? No? No? You? Home task? Did you get it? Yeah, I'm just asking interested, like who submitted actually the home task for now. But let's just think about alternatives. I have maybe 4 only here, this stuff. I will show you examples from companies I had experience. Here, this just 4 of them. You can maybe bring more than, like one is pair programming together with interviewer, discussing past work, technical conversations, paid assignments, as you said. Let's discuss one by one, like pair programming, why it's important. First of all, it solves another problem with teamwork. It completely simulates teamwork. And then interviewer and the candidate spends at the same time, like 45 minutes is enough. If 45 minutes is not enough for interviewer to assess the candidate, this is not a good interviewer, just remove. I mean, there should be another employee from the company who can assess just for 45 minutes a pair program. Pair programming can be giving some algorithm tasks or whatever architectural task and do together. It's not about pushing the candidate, you cannot do this. I know from the experience of Revolut, like when I applied for London office, they are asking me if I know something, I don't know, something in PostgreSQL, a little technical, and I don't know, man, this like solution. And he said he's following up the same direction again, like he's pushing me like the same direction, he's diving more. And I'm repeating the same. Man, look, if I don't know this, how I can answer this? This is why I like the Microsoft approach or Google approach. Kirill can maybe also support me. Here they push candidates on the strongest part, not like weakest part. If you ask, like, do you know SQL? If I say no, they will never ask about SQL. They will ask, what do you know? I know Java. And then they will ask for the Java. But if you go to companies like Revolut, they will ask, do you know SQL? No. Okay, do you know what's MySQL? Yes, this is like irrelevant. And people get immediate feedback. Yes, you will get immediate feedback, yes or no. You will increase your chance to get a job. One example from Atacama. If you don't know Atacama, it's not a well-known company yet. It's a data management, data quality checking tool for big enterprises. It doesn't matter like Atacama or not. I mean, why I like the interview process. They gave me a home task actually. They gave me a home task, but I accepted this home task. It was exceptional because they gave me PR to review. Very interesting task. PR review. They told me that there is a PR written, created by the junior engineer. Your task is to review this PR with well-defined documentation they provide me. They send me just GIST link in GitHub. And then my task was to just put review. And I used GPT, of course. Of course, to review quickly, like this is my, but it's use whatever tool, like GitHub, GPT or not, but the next step will be discuss the review with the reviewer. You are a reviewer and you have another reviewer reviewing you. And there was a very nice discussion with the reviewer. I like it because he's asking every step created from answer in the answer from GPT. Why you think this? Why you think this object-oriented programming is good? Something like this. And I really like the approach. If you want to give a home task, give a PR task. It's not about creation something, right? It doesn't take much time. Also, it doesn't take more than 2 hours. You don't have to dive more. You can just give a simple code. Another good thing I like, Atacama, as I said, data quality tool. They give me something, exercise, very relevant to their product. Very relevant to their business. I was able to understand what they do by reviewing this PR. And I can even show you the example of this, the PR I created here. This is a code review task. I can make it bigger if it's small. It's good, not good. They send me this link, just this link with a PR bot. It's called Atacama PR bot. As you can see, they always even saying to thanks, everybody says, I like this motivation. They are saying thanks, and they're explaining why this review is important for them and how they are evaluating. Because here already they are testing all the aspects of programming in one PR. Programming language, algorithm-based, which programming language you know, framework, libraries, clean code, Fox application, system architecture, everything in one PR. I like their approach. Then they asked me to put some comments. I put the comments and send something like this to the HR. And after 2 days, they liked my interview, the comments. And we had an interview with the exactly interviewer. I'm leaving actually the QR code for those who are interested to understand their template. You can maybe reuse as a template from Atacama. You can check Atacama, what is the company. It's a big, like growing company nowadays. I mean, I like this approach, is super nice. So another is discussing past work. Instead of home tasks, instead of home tasks, discussing past work, what you did, and asking follow-up questions. For example, show me your project, your GitHub repo. From the other, maybe you did some projects, but it's not like from the security perspective, it's very tricky. We actually failed a lot of candidates by asking this question. Show me your GitHub code where you have some codes from the company, you did the fancy work. And there some candidates, they showed some security codes from the company. And we said, no, we cannot hire you because you are already breaking security policies. They can show some open source code, but not the company code. Discussing past work, and then after they show some examples, you can ask a follow-up question. Hey, like if you know Java, use the Spring Framework here. What do you know about Spring Framework? How you build how you use annotations in Java, something like that. And discuss challenges, for example, what challenges they face, how they overcome these challenges. A lot of alternatives, as you can see, or some technical conversation about real-world scenarios. Exploring technologies, like by asking just simple question, what's the latest version of Java? If the candidate cannot answer this, you already know. Candidates, first of all, is not ready to learn new things, it doesn't follow news. And then one is all the minus, right? You can do minus. This is a tricky question, actually. And some companies also ask similar questions like, do you know how the WhatsApp works? Can you explain me? Architecture. This is a very big topic. You need to answer with 2 sentences, and then discussion starts from that point. Technical conversation, case studies. This is a very good example. I think here I provided already the example. Why case study is good? Case study is different from the technical discussion. Case study usually is similar to coding session. You'll use some CodePad online, interviewer joins. They will give you a case study about the company, product, technically how they solve. They will start from simple example. For example, any scale, another American company, they're baking a very famous AI open source project called Ray. Ray provides for AI projects some parallelization, optimization in Python. Because in Python there is no threads, in Java threads, right? You know Java. They are providing Java threads in Python. What Ray does. This Anyscale supports this open source project. They gave me a very interesting project, the task, very simple task. Bobur, now you should write a code in Python that goes into the link and opens this page and then finds all the links inside that page, and you go down, down, down until the 10 level. Just scrapping, website scrapping, but you will show all the websites, links inside in 10 level deep. Clear, right? Task. And I start to do, okay, this is actually nice. I usually start to use recursive approach, other things, and he liked the recursive approach. Then he told me, Bobur, stop here. I like recursive, but now let me give me 5 minutes. I will explain what our product does. He explained to me by his coding, helping. This is our product, how it works, and how solves instead of using recursive, you can do some job in parallel. This is how our product works. And I was so happy. I have already I have motivation how the product works. And he told me after 5 minutes, please, Bobur, now try to apply this approach into your code by replacing recursive. And I replaced it. I was able to replace this coding. If I couldn't, which means I'm not successful, or I'm not cannot catch easily new things. I was able to catch, and we find a mutual connection with interviewer. And I even posted on LinkedIn everywhere. I said to the world, I like the Anyscale company. Even I'm failed, I'm happy. Because I learned something new from the interview. Not like, if you don't know, why you don't know? I know it's this type of interviewers. They are like a little bit, I don't know, in the mentality maybe. They had a hard time when they got a job. I don't know. It's not usually, we don't put this type of interviewers. And examples, another example, Microsoft. Maybe I left like into 2023 August. Maybe some approaches changed. Interview format is 4 hours in one day. And 4 stages. That's 4 sessions, 4 interviewers. And you can simultaneously think 4 candidates can be interviewed by the 4 interviewers. Let's say I am going to one session, another interviewer, second session, and in 4 hours everything decided. You just, even you are keeping resources, employee resources. You're just saying your employee, please involve in the interview process. You should just spend 4 sessions, and that's it. Like they will decide immediately. Also, they will just write the feedback notes. Second day, you can confirm. Second day, they will gather together all the interviewers. They will choose again 4 candidates, which one was the best by voting. Like this, I vote for this. But you see, there is no home tasks. They're very efficient. I like the steps. There are 4 steps. Technical problem solving, right? System design, behavioral questions. Third one, the last one, role-specific questions, which is like more casual. Technical problem solving is giving something from Codility, hacker, something code. This part I took usually in the past because I didn't know how to solve algorithms. My task was to learn together with a candidate. It's solving algorithm. Second one, system design, architecture. They will give you some architecture, object-oriented programming, how you can build something cool or in the cloud or without cloud. Behavioral questions, how you handle some situations like at work or Kirill, what else? Behavioral questions? Can you add help?
System design, class design, architecture, and then role-specific knowledge. Behavioral questions.
Yeah, but the behavioral question, what else like involved now?
Growth mindset, basically.
Yeah. You see, like, I mean, it's more benefit. Role specific, I like the last one because actually, it doesn't matter you fail from 1 or 2, 3. Every step will happen. Like every step will happen. Not like one from going one step to another. Everything will happen. Everyone decide in one. It's not like a multi-step. Maybe we can also try to copy this Microsoft approach, similar companies approach. It's not time-consuming and not a home task and so on. And the last one is paid assignments. I like this part. It attracts higher quality candidates like me, like you, like everybody here. Because if you are higher quality, why we work in this world, right? Why we do work? To earn the money. Maybe I know it's not only earn money, but it gives some to society some useful things, creating some engineering facts, modernization. But for money, this is like the best approach, I think. If you have a home task again, please ask this and explain. I have a couple of blog posts written. I can send you the links. You can send them. They will understand.
Yeah, with pleasure. I will use it because currently in this period of life, I constantly participate in different kind of interviews, and actually there is the same output that not suitable for some reason or without any feedback.
Yeah, true. I mean, think about like I'm actively looking for a job. I have simultaneously 4 interviews with 4 different companies, and everybody's giving me a home task. I should work for 8 hours full time to do every single home task. And so, call to action for next interview, including my friend, ask for alternatives, share this presentation. This presentation will be recorded. Kirill is here. And compensation, if it's significant task, ask for money. You can tell, like my words, last words, I want to bring value to the company, not a getting job. This is a key word. And share your experience with them to push HR to skip the interview process. And now, this is another fancy part. Everybody, before switching this slide, everybody has what I want to say. In Estonia, you know the fact, every 2 person has a startup, right? Is it true? Every 2 person. Is it true, Kirill?
So how
I
many
don't know.
people here should that?
Yeah, you know the metric, that's why. Kirill knows what will be my next question, that's why. If every 2 person has startup, so Kirill doesn't have startup, I have a startup. So I would like to showcase something cool I built for myself, and now I have already released it, publicly announced it. It's called a small project called Content Buy. I think I need to refresh my canvas. Now, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, sorry. It's coming up. Wi-Fi is a little slow. No, she's not a candidate. Why is Wi-Fi too slow? Where is I will connect. Okay. Now it's better. I'm building an AI solution like you guys. What it does? Maybe I will connect to my networks. Just a moment, because it's super slow. We cannot run the video now. Let's connect to my network. Let's go. Here we go. Yes, what I'm building Content Buy is AI-powered solution to help you to translate your videos into 170 languages with your own voice, with your own synced lips. You don't have to learn the language. Muhammad was there, like I told the people, one of my friends bought a pretty new Tesla car from 20 seconds of short YouTube video. He published it in 3 languages. Spanish, English, was it like Spanish, English, and then German. It was German. And then from the revenue, he had enough money to buy the Tesla car. Think about like Estonian language. If you translate one video in Estonian, it will reach, let's say, 10 minutes video. It will reach around 50K people, 50K views for your 10 minutes video, and you will get 90 euro from YouTube revenue, according to this year calculation. And if you translate the same video into Spanish and English, your revenue increases from 90 euro, 3,000 euro. You can get as a YouTuber. But nobody realized that actually AI translated your video. Let's see how my Estonian teacher thinks about this AI transformation, and we will see her thoughts. This is my Estonian language teacher, not an interviewer, not a candidate. Maybe I will go to Vimeo directly because Canvas is super slow. Do we have a voice?
If you have a voice.
I have voice. I have voice, yes.
Tere, minu nimi on Katrin ja ma olen eesti keele õpetaja. Ma õpetan välismaalastele eesti keelt. Tänapäeval ei õpi enam keegi ainult raamatu ja vihikuga. Internetis on väga palju erinevaid materjale, mida nii õpetaja kui õpilased kasutada saavad. Mina kasutan iga päev tekste, videosid ja pilte, mida ma leian internetist, aga ka üha rohkem tehisintellekti. Kui sa ei oska veel õpitavat keelt väga hästi, saad kasutada äppi, mis tõlgib sind huvitava video sinu emakeelde ja võib-olla lisab ka subtiitrid erinevates keeltes. Nii saad kergemini õppida uusi sõnu ja väljendeid, mis sind tõesti huvitavad.
So now who knows French?
Bonjour, je m'appelle Catherine et je suis enseignante de la langue estonienne. J'enseigne la langue estonienne aux étrangers. De nos jours, plus personne n'apprend uniquement avec des livres et des cahiers. Il y a aussi beaucoup de matériaux différents sur Internet que les enseignants et les élèves peuvent utiliser. J'utilise chaque jour des textes, des vidéos et des images que je trouve sur Internet.
Is anybody knows French?
De plus en plus d'intelligence artificielle.
Mohamed, can you confirm
ne maîtrises pas encore
the quality?
La langue que tu apprends, tu peux utiliser une application qui traduit une vidéo.
I will stop here because my Estonian teacher, she knows very well French. She knows. You know the country? Yeah. You can understand, but she told me Estonian and the French was cool. Bobur, he told me because I'm a linguist, 90% is quality is nice. She liked it, and then she wanted also to use some of the translation for her courses, online courses for French students and different students. Maybe it works very well with short videos. Of course, it's a little bit longer. but it works.
Maternelle et peut-être.
And yes, this is my tool, and it's for free to start. You can translate your videos for free by going to contentbyai.com. You can provide feedback. I'm not trying to sell now because there is nothing to sell. You can try and provide me feedback, what you think, what the features you might think useful for monetization of this project, and I will be open to any discussions and so on. I'm not raising a fund now, but try to find a market fit. If there is a market fit, there is an audience, we can find investing, we can have money. So that's about my project. Let me go back to the slides. We have final thing here. We are not finished yet because I told you networking is really important for us to find a job. We will play a little networking game, very interesting game. As you can see, this is a table, visible, right? Text. This is just table, 5-to-5 grid table. I have written few facts about myself, what's my interest, what is my habit, what is my experience. Now, and I have here the papers. Just I cut all these facts into small papers, the same text here. I will choose one by one here, just randomly, one matching one text from here, just one small box. And then you should raise your hand if you have a similar habit, interest, or experience, similar fact. Like, for example, I'm a Java developer. I will ask, who is a Java developer? Yeah, some hands up. But if there are more, second rule, if there are more than one, I will just choose one guy or one person, and then I will just cross, it is done, because you find the matching. We do this until we complete one row or one column or one diagonal. Yes? Clear the game.
We always start. What is IUPJJ?
Oh, sorry. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. And the best part, I have a gift for the lucky person who finished the last one. Okay. When we do diagonal row, okay, exclusive gift. So let's start. We have still time, Kirill? Let's start. I will just do random here. I'm not choosing. Let's see. I was a speaker at the DEVCLUB before. Who was a speaker before? You. And I will choose you. No? Yeah, we have one. And then, we have, it doesn't matter how many of you, like it's good. But if I choose one person as a matching, you cannot raise your hand next time. Okay, I choose you. Okay, this time, yeah. You cannot rise for the others. You failed. That's okay. Okay, we have one here is going. Where is my drawer? What was their example? DEVCLUB. I was a DEVCLUB speaker. Here you go. The second one. Not this one. I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Is there anyone? Okay. Is there anyone do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? So nobody. That's why I closed. No. No. Okay. I can do myself here. Just why it's randomly chosen. I will do this. And I use Mac operating system. Oh, I will choose you. Okay. Here also. You cannot play again. I will use Mac operating system. Okay. Let's do it. Maybe it's faster. I'm a Java developer. Oh, you. Okay. You failed. Next one. Hopefully we will do like this one. I love open source projects. So many of you. Mohammed, you go. I like open source project. Where is he? This open source contribution. We have a few more left. Lucky person, we are searching for lucky person. I'm a backend developer. So many of you. Who I can choose? Who is a backend developer? I can choose you. Okay. But you will have something, don't worry. Backend developer. Top right. Yeah, we are very close, very close. I don't like Estonian winter. Here I go. I don't like Estonian winter. It's, but I like Estonian winter actually. Where is it?
First column.
Ah, okay, this one, sorry. It's because so many text here, I cannot. I drink cup of coffee every morning. You, okay, you. We are matching together, okay? A cup of coffee done. Where's the cup of coffee? Right. Oh, whoa, we're very close. I like to work in the evening times. In the evening times. Anybody? You got it? Good. I like to work evening times. First column.
First column.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, this one. Whoa, we are almost close. We are done soon and go for pizza. I know more than 3 languages. You are, sorry. Second time, I know more than 3 languages. How many languages I know? I speak English, Estonian, not Estonian, not yet, Russian, yes, Russian, and I'm Uzbek. I have attended more than 3 Dev Club events this year. You, Kirill, you are, because organize you out. Let's finish it. I thought we will finish more. I take holidays in winter. Nobody? Yeah, we finished. Yes, we finished. Who was raise your hand. I took holidays in winter. You are the luckiest one. Congratulations. Your name? Marco. So I have 2 questions to you. What do you do professionally?
I'm a software engineer.
And what brought you here, like to the Dev Club?
Networking, and I was interested in the talks.
Yes, you see the networking. Thanks. And I have also not only one exclusive gift for the last 2 persons. Do you remember before I kicked out who? You and you, Kirill. Okay, I have 3. This is a pen. Exclusive gift is a pen. This is not a simple pen. I told Kirill told me like nobody writes today, nowadays, right?
It's AI pen, right?
This is not a pen, it's a mechanical pen. It's a French Parker, you can search internet Parker branch. It's not a cheap pen. I believe maybe it solves you some problems at home. And maybe while you are doing home task. So go ahead and for you, Marco. I am pronounced correctly, right? Your name? Marco. Sorry. This is for you, if you want this, and I will give the one. Thank you. Kirill, you had this pen? If you had, I will just...
I have this pen, thank you.
You have this pen, okay. And the second one person, in the last... Yeah, before Marco. Are you remote huh? Or... okay. If you need, maybe you can just give away with somebody. And I have last one. Who wants?
I don't.
Yeah, let's go. Thank you. I have more at home if you want. That was kind of networking, right? Now we are doing networking. That's what the idea of the game, just to have a networking. And now you are hired, Marco. You are hired. Because why? It's an interview process like this. It's not like to showcase you're professional. Like you might be professional and you can do more than company expects, but company wants exact match. If you know that I'm doing BGG, you can talk to interview. I do BGG, and I like you. Just you are hired. This is a trick how that works. Usually, on LinkedIn also shows, YouTube channel shows, learn interviewers before the interview. I think find out what they interest. If they're interested in football, you should start for, hey man, I just came playing football. And it's like, oh, you play also football? Yes, I am. And then you find the connection, interviewer likes you, good impression, and he will not ask difficult questions, he will ask easier questions. Now we are done. Q&A. Any questions? Any questions?
Like from down there, yeah.
You?
What do you do president? I'm interested. Are there any trainings in Estonia?
Oh, thank you for asking. It is nice sport. I can maybe even, I don't know how I can share a link. The YouTube, I watched one good YouTube video. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu actually originated from Brazil. There was a sport club called Grazie Barria. Only 3 brothers. They
We have it in Estonia.
we have it in Estonia. I mean, I'm just talking about history. We have in Estonia, we have in Estonia 3 or 4 sport clubs, including ours. Why I like it's about playing chess. How this Gracie Barra explains, there are, when you fight against your someone or opponent, you have green zone and red zone and green zone. A green zone, first green zone means I'm staying next to the career far from him, because I cannot attack him, I cannot hit him, right? This is a green zone. And the red zone, when I'm staying to Kirill, I can hit him, I can send him to knockout. It's a red zone. And the green zone, again, we are so close, and we are hugging each other. This is a green zone as well. He cannot attack me. Even he attacks me, he cannot send me a knockout. I can receive some punch, but I have a control. This is the jiu-jitsu. From there, green point starts. You start to break, control hands, arms, go to send to the ground. And the teacher of the Gracie Barra says,
Can we do more IT related?
oh, I did it. Okay. I will tell later, maybe, if you're interested. Sorry, IT.
Yeah. You. I mean,
You, sorry.
Yeah.
This is kind of IT related question, but more fun. Do you love Microsoft products?
If Kirill wasn't here, I would answer no. But yes, I like, for example, Azure, Microsoft Azure. This is my best cloud I have ever known, because before Microsoft Azure, I used AWS. And now I'm using also Google mixing. But Azure I like, because there are a lot of services, well documentation. Compared to the console, AWS console is ugly. Azure console is beautiful. That's my answer. But not like Windows operating system. You?
First of all, thank you for encouraging at least me that I'm not the only one who's failing the interviews and test us. But my question is more related to your company. How does it handle the specific wording or
technical language.
No. When you translate
Videos.
the content, how does it handle the slang?
Yeah, good question. Slang is difficult. Yeah, I use data set, which is paid data set. I very well trained. I don't use GPT, the public GPT-4 or something like that. And I deployed this custom data set by buying. 2 years ago, I bought it and then and I'm improving, getting more data sets. But there is still some issues like that. I'm still fighting against with a multi-modeling approach.
Some sort of already pre-made
Yes. Yes, a lot of big data. Big data I have. Big data I running not in Azure but in DigitalOcean. I can tell more about internally how technical work, because it's a very long topic if you're interested. Because my idea was to also enable this well-trained model through the APIs for developers and sell in the future. Yeah, I started with open source, customize it a little bit about the data set and put it together. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, you don't think, in case if you reject test assignment, it shows the companies that you don't like company rules from the beginning. It's like not cultural fit.
Yes, yes. I mean, this is why you need to explain. Like you need to explain with facts, with examples, right? What's the example? Using I read this. I watched this YouTube video. I attended Bobur session, or I know I ask alternatives. How you negotiate with HR, so that they don't think about you are not accepting because you're not cultural fitting, but you try to provide better alternatives directly. Like you can tell, okay, let's do like session. In the session, I can showcase my skills in 45 sessions. Because you can say also, I'm really busy nowadays, cannot do this home task. Please do me a favor, like make an exception. In addition, I can send you some couple of sentences in English, like if you want, to avoid in the HR conversation.
Okay, in my case, I just want to say, if it's not the cultural fit, it's not, you're not past cultural fit, it's company not past cultural fit.
Yeah, because there are maybe limited vacancies in the market nowadays, especially less than 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but there might be a better opportunity for you waiting for company, because you don't have to worry about. So I hope that answers it. Okay. We have this slide?
It's more of a point of discussion than a question, but if you look at the job ads, sometimes they're quite vague in general. Like you need to have some cloud experience, some
AI.
talking from a sysadmin point of view, like experience with Linux, for example, blah blah blah, 5 years, whatever. And the interview goes well, but when you see the home assignment, you get to actually know which technology they use. And for example, if I don't want to manage PHP or whatever, and the test assignment shows you that you need to configure PHP, and it gives you some insight. Maybe the same goes for cloud technologies. They mentioned that you need experience with those, but then they send you an assignment to do something in AWS, and I don't want to touch AWS, for example.
Yeah, that always happen. True.
Yeah, that's a good way to actually look what you'll be dealing with every day.
Yeah, that's a very good example. Thanks. I think, this really oftentimes happen to me as well. Like they say, this is the same. Java, we use React Native. You should know React Native, but in reality, they're using a few Vue.js, for example. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, so in that sense, home assignments actually do have some positive sides from a person seeking a job. Yeah, this is a good example of home task.
Like many companies are big enough, like home assignment doesn't show it actually. Maybe you go to another team which does.
Don't know,
Different.
Yeah, especially in case of Google or Amazon.
Maybe we have a standard home assignment which is 10 years old. Also can be.
They give you.
Let's do one last question.
No, that's not a question more than an answer. Because nowadays we can use ChatGPT and something like this. Even if you don't know the technology, you can ask it to show you the solution and then to explore the solution.
Yeah, you can ask your friend, please do my homework.
Yeah,
and
you also have to do it like every day at work. It's something you don't like. If you don't like Java, you don't want to assign on Java.
There are new couple of tools which are Visual Studio based. One is a cursor, another is WinSpeed, right? Where you can put the full assignment there, full text, and it does all class diagrams, everything. And you need to polish it a bit. Basically, your home assignment can be done in a matter of minutes. You just say which technology you do. Okay, the last one.
Last narrowed question. If you do have, Bobur, any fairy tale to share when you got paid by doing test assignment?
Example, I did 4 times. Yes, I was paid. Maybe I applied not like a software engineer role. I'm a developer advocate. Because in developer advocate usually they give a task both including coding and then something showcasing. And then I asked, okay, I will provide the real world use case with both coding and presentation if you pay me, and then if as a result of my work you can use it. I can post it on Reddit, I can post it on Twitter and LinkedIn. I will bring you 10K views, 100K views. and then out of 100K use, you will have 10 sign-ups for your product. And they believed me, and then they paid me. After that, yeah, they paid me, and then I start to work, and then I was, they liked my project, and we start to have a B2B contract. Okay, let's go ahead, like we really like it. And for them also beneficial, I mean, if the same money, if I was employed, for my salary, I got to ask more. I can do the same use case for a week. I can take longer. Or if they hire someone freelancer, they pay more. But they're paying 3 times less, but I'm paid, and they're happy, I'm happy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And on this positive note, let's give a final applause to
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you.